Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video showing off some stuff I picked up lately. You know, last week was a really good week, and this is still a pretty solid week. Doesn't compare to last week. Last week's, this video in general, my pickups from that were probably some of my best. But this is still a pretty good week, so I'll dive right into it. First with something a little newer. I walked into Best Buy one day, and I saw this, and I thought it was just, sold out and gone for good, all these, but I found one in Best Buy, so I picked it up. The Bravely Second Special Edition. So I picked that up. I hadn't picked up Bravely Second yet, and I wanted to get the Special Edition, but it sold out really quickly. But it was cool that Best Buy just seemed to have one just sitting there with their 3DS stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it was a return or no one picked up their pre-order or something. I don't know. Next is, I'll do a Goodwill find that I got before going right into the garage sale stuff. So, let me pull this out. There was just a box of stuff. A box of Dreamcast stuff at the Goodwill. This is like the only Goodwill that's left that doesn't overprice all their stuff like really badly. This is the one where I found like the Marvel vs. Capcom on Dreamcast for like $1 that one time. I found a lot of other good stuff there too, even before I was doing pickup videos and stuff. So I got this lot here, controller, the system, which does not work actually. I have two like dead Dreamcast systems. They don't work. The motors don't, work. So like the discs don't spin. So, but I mean two controllers. This one's kind of gross. It's like really yellow. And then a little box here of games. I think this is a Rumble Pack, I believe. I don't know why it's covered in crap. Just colored on it or something. I don't know. But as for the games, nothing too special. But since I'm going for the complete set, they're nice to move them. I didn't have nice to get. I didn't have this one, Quarterback Club 2001. So that's good. It's kind of miscellaneous, kind of random, kind of lame stuff, but for 15 bucks I wasn't going to pass this box up. Hardcore ECW Revolution, disc only there. Royal Rumble, but it's missing the front artwork. WWF Attitude, missing the front. Baseball 2000. Two copies for some reason of Baseball 2001. World Series Baseball. I don't know why. One's Sega All-Stars and one's not. I have that one already, so I don't know. And then Sega Rally 2. Sega Championship. Not a bad little box there for $15. Definitely wasn't going to pass that up. It's cool that they didn't like price the system separately and price the game separately. They just put it in the box that it came in and were like, here you go, guys. Yeah, but pretty nice little find there. Then I guess I'll go into my first garage sale finds of the week. I went out, because the sales around me start on like Thursdays now, so I went out Thursday with a friend. Hit up two neighborhood sales. One of them was like all old people, and then the second one was all old people, but we had competition, but the kid was literally just walking the whole sale. And I was driving, so I was easily able to get in front of them. And there was still nothing, but I asked at like every sale pretty much, and there was still nothing. So it's like, man. Then I was just like, hey, it's still early. I'm just going to drive around and try to find signs. And I found a sign for a sale, followed it for like what seemed like forever, and finally got there. And they had a bunch of games sitting out, and they were like untouched. Oh, I forgot to bring one out for my video. Oh well. Well, first I found this, which is that Mario Galaxy coin, commemorative coin. It comes with like a certificate of authenticity and all this stuff, but I thought it was just kind of funny. They have $3 on it, so I got that. I found this here, a copy of Cruisin' World complete in box, kind of rough shape. When I put it in a box protector, it'll kind of maintain its shape a little bit better. But this was only, I think she said she wanted 5 for the ones in the box. This was the only one in the box, and then. She wanted 2. I don't have this out. I put it somewhere else. 2 for a copy of Crash Bandicoot 2 loose. It was just a disc. This disc was scratched up, but I resurfaced it. But yeah, she wanted 2 for that, so I picked that up just to kind of flip or whatever. But not bad there, not bad at all. Let me go into this one, I guess I will go into. My dad was going out Friday. I didn't go out Friday. My dad was going out on his way home from work, and he was looking on Craigslist for sales and found one that said, he found two different ones. One said Nintendo and Super Nintendo, one said Nintendo 64. And usually, if a Craigslist sale says Nintendo on it at all, just stay away, because there's going to be about, like, 10 people going to that sale just for that. But he took a chance on the Nintendo 64 one, and he actually got there first and got, like, first dibs on all the games. So he got the Nintendo 64 lot here, and there's some Game Boy stuff in here too. So system with the expansion pack here. Here's a little baggie here of Game Boy stuff. I guess I'll go through first. This was actually probably the most exciting stuff for me because I didn't have any of this stuff. I didn't have a lot of this stuff. I had most of this, I think all, if not all of the 64 stuff. But there's a copy of Pokemon Red, which I didn't have. I have Blue and Yellow. I didn't have Red for the longest time. I don't know why. Then there's a copy of Blue as well. I'll probably change the batteries in both of those and sell the Blue probably. There's a nice condition silver GBA, regular like the original model. I didn't have the silver one either, which was cool. A couple random games in here then. Mario Land 2, Spyro on the Game Boy Advance, Season of Ice. I might have this. I don't remember if I have this one. I think I have one of the Spyro games. This one's really cool to get. Zelda Link's Awakening DX. I didn't have that one. So I'm glad to get that one. A couple more things here at the bottom. What do we got here? Army Men Advance, whatever. I'll probably just take this. I don't really care about having filler stuff on the GBA, so I'll probably just take it somewhere and get rid of it. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Gohan. I think I've heard about this. Is this like an RPG or something? I've heard that one might actually be decent. I'm not sure. I'm not really into Dragon Ball. And then a copy of Pokemon Pinball. So there was the Game Boy stuff in there. That was pretty sweet. Cool to get a Link's Awakening DX and Pokemon Red, because I didn't have either of those for the collection. And I've never played Link's Awakening, so I just got a Super Game Boy not too long ago, so I might start up Link's Awakening and try that one out, because I've heard good things about it. So that is the Game Boy stuff there. Now we'll move on to some other stuff. Well, I'll show this other stuff before 64 stuff. There's a copy of Mario Sunshine in there. Cool. My dad, there was another box of Genesis stuff that my dad didn't really want, but he got first dibs of all the games, so he just grabbed this out of there. There was probably 7 more games after that, and some other guy bought it. But Mystic Defender, he said he just grabbed it because he never seen it before. Which I always down to get some complete box Genesis stuff. This looks like an older Genesis title, but it was complete, nice shape, pretty cool. I've never heard of this game. Someone tell me if it's any good, if they've ever played it. Then there's some controllers in here, regular classic gray one, the clear grape one, which is pretty common, and then the one I was excited to see, the gold one. I don't have a gold one. So that was cool to get. Pretty nice shape, sticks pretty nice, so that was exciting to see the gold one in there. And then we'll finally get to the games. Make sure I have all the games here, nothing gets... Sorry about that. I am literally surrounded in games just from the past couple weeks, and some of this stuff I don't have any place for, so it's all on the floor of my game room right now. Alright, so got a nice stack of games here. Ocarina of Time, Gray Cart. I still don't have a copy of Ocarina of Time. I'll keep this one until I find a gold cart version, because I want to get the collector's edition box with the gold cart and everything. So, but I'll keep that because I don't have a copy of Ocarina of Time actually. GoldenEye, Star Wars Racer. It seemed like everyone had that game. It's pretty fun though. Star Fox 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and Majora's Mask, lenticular cover. So nice stack of games there, even if there's not too many. That whole lot was pretty nice with the GameCube Mario Sunshine, that Genesis game. All that Game Boy stuff's pretty sweet. So my dad was all behind this sale. I didn't even go to it at all because he was hitting it after work. So thank you, Dad. I know you watch this. But yeah, he offered the people $80 and they took it. I think $80 is fair. So that's really good. I'll be able to make my money back and then keep some cool stuff from that lot. Then I guess moving into, I got everything? Yeah. Moving into yesterday, I headed out and just kind of hit this weird neighborhood sale. It's kind of raining yesterday, so there wasn't a whole lot going on. I hit a lot of sales yesterday, which is a bummer. I hit like 2 different neighborhood sales and a bunch of just random sales. I hit a lot of sales yesterday and didn't get a whole lot, but I got some good stuff. So let's start with the first find of the day, which was really weird. Oh, sorry about that again. Kind of weird find of the day, but it was the first find of the day. Pretty nice. I see this guy has a bunch of Game Boy stuff just sitting out on the table, and I start picking out what I want, because I asked him how much he wants for it, and he's like, oh, it depends on how much you get or whatever. I asked him how much he wants for it. So I'm grabbing stuff. Let me get all this stuff out here. I just start grabbing stuff that I want. No one is out at this neighborhood sale yet, because it hadn't, apparently it's supposed to start at 8, but apparently when I got there, it didn't start till 9. But I thought it started at 8, so I was a little late anyway. It was like 8:30. Some people were already opening up, so it ended up being fine. But yeah, no one was quite out there yet. So I started picking up a bunch of stuff. I picked up like a stack of games that he had some crappy games in there too, but I picked up all the good and decent ones. A lot of ones I didn't have because my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color collections are kind of lacking, to be honest. Yeah, so I picked up a bunch of stuff, and I picked up a couple systems that I wanted to get. So I picked up, like, this little stack of games here. There's about, I don't know, 8 games in it. And then this, like, Salmon Game Boy Advance, and this teal Game Boy Color, which both are really in nice shape. And I picked that up as well as those 2 games, and I was like, how much would you want for all this stuff? And he's like, looking at it, he's like, is $3 okay? And I'm like, sure. And then I was like, well, I might pick up a couple more things, because at that price, if this guy doesn't really want anything for the stuff, I'm gonna take advantage of this. So I picked up a couple more systems as well. I picked up this white DS, which I didn't have actually. I try to collect all the DS variants. I'm just kind of doing. DSs aren't really worth much, so I'm trying to collect all these DS variants. So white DS. I picked up this black DSi. I already have a black DSi, so I'm gonna probably just take this to GameStop and trade it in. I think they give like 25 for it according to their app, so that's nice. These Mad Catz cases, which are actually kind of good for Game Boys, here, I don't want to show that one yet. Although it doesn't really matter. I picked up this red Game Boy Advance. I didn't have a red Game Boy Advance SP. It's just a 001, but the screen is really nice. Yeah, so I picked that up, and I was like, how much for that, all this stuff now? And he's like, how about $6? And I was like, okay. And then I missed this one right here. And he's like, here, why don't you just take this one too? And he just threw it in the bag for me. So I got all these systems for $6. There's another blue Game Boy Advance. I already have a blue one. It's the one I had when I was a kid. So, but it's still nice to get another one. I might just sell this one. Keep the one I had when I was a kid. But yeah, it's nice to get what? What did I get here? 2, 4, 6 systems. 6 systems and a whole bunch of pretty nice games for $6. I don't know. Yeah, the guy was really cool, really nice about his pricing and everything. So I'll go through the games here real quick. Pokemon Leaf Green. So that's cool to get. I already had it, I think. Yeah, I have both. I'm missing Ruby and Sapphire, I think, is all I'm missing. Can't really see. I wish they'd zoom better. This is Sonic Advance, though. There was 2 Sonic Advances for some reason. I don't know why. He had 2 daughters, so maybe they both liked Sonic Advance. Mario Advance. I just picked that one up not too long ago. I didn't have this one. It was cool to get. Game & Watch Gallery 4. I have 1, 2, and 3, I think, Game & Watch Gallery, so that completes it there, maybe. I don't know if there's a 5 or anything. Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. And then 2 two of these, like, not two of these, what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Two Game Boy, original Game Boy, and a Game Boy Color games. So there's Super Mario Land is the only Game Boy original game, and then Mario Deluxe. And then, oh, actually, in the back of the Game Boy Color was a copy, I didn't even notice this, was a copy of Godzilla the Series. I left a couple other things behind. There was some, like, horses and kind of crappy games. I kind of just picked through the good ones and left. I was surprised when this guy made up his own price. It was only $6. I was like, okay, dude, I'll take advantage of that offer there. So pretty nice. The rest of the day wasn't so great. It's kind of lame. I'm actually excited about this find that I got for $5. He had a copy of Zelda Spirit Tracks laying out. I don't have Spirit Tracks, so I was excited to find this one. I have never played Spirit Tracks, so I'll have to give this one a go. So yeah, I was excited to see this one. Only $5 he just had on it, this guy. So he had a bunch of PS3 games. That was his only DS game, but that was pretty cool. As well, I found some strategy guides for 50 cents each that I picked up. They're kind of gross. There's like some kind of like crap on the back of one of them. I got to clean off, like food or something that's really old and gross, but pretty cool. Final Fantasy X for 50 cents and Final Fantasy IX. So I have the Final Fantasy 7, 9, and 10 strategy guides. I'll have to get the one for 8. I always pick up strategy guides when I can get them for a good price. Oh, let me see what's in here. There's a couple pieces of paper in the strategy guide. Oh, that's cool. Whoever the old owner is has a bunch of cheat codes written down. That's always fun. Cheats for Final Fantasy IX. Beat game in 12 hours for Excalibur 2. This is awesome. It's always fun to find stuff like this. I'll keep this in the thing, but this is always funny. Other combos, yeah. Always cool to see. Max funds there. Always cool to see weird stuff like this. I mean, this is the original owner just wrote a bunch of random stuff down like that, and it's always fun to see stuff like that. So I'll just keep that in the strategy guide. And then the last finds of that day, yesterday, were I walked up to a sale. I wasn't even going to hit it, but I was like, might as well. I picked up 2 Wii games. Nothing spectacular, but I kind of picked them up because they were decent, and I wasn't going to probably pick much up for the rest of the day. So picked up Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. I have this game, well, I got a copy of this game, but it was super water stained, so I got rid of it. And then 2 weeks ago, I found a copy, but it didn't have the disc in it, so I picked it up. Now I have the disc. And then I picked this up because it looked cool. Namco Museum Mega Mix has a bunch of like classic Namco games in a compilation. Yeah, nothing too great with those Wii games there, but for $5 for the pair here, I figured why would I argue. So yeah, it looked like this Namco Museum one looked cool with all the old games on it, so I picked them up. There must be some sort of Pac-Man tax on this, because this one was 3 and it had Pac-Man on the front, and I think all the rest of them were 2. They didn't have anything better. They had a bunch of Wii games, though. So that's it for this video. Still a pretty decent one. That sweet $6 Game Boy all handheld stuff and that nice 64 lot was kind of a highlight. Those were pretty cool. But yeah, I was pretty happy with my finds this week. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment with what you picked up this week or some notable finds you've picked up this summer so far. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.